to you Leos, you have the Judgment, Scorpio energy, and then you Leos also have the Seven of Cups. Um, uh, Interesting. So what I'm seeing here for you, right, is I'm seeing how you Leos have gotten away and freed yourselves from, you know, honestly, this may sound a little bit weird, but it's like the Judgment and the Scorpio energy, the Seven of Cups. It's like you Leos felt like whether it was the job, whether it was romantic, so many people have judged you and was essentially giving you a difficult time without reason, right? There's no real justifiable cause. And you've broken away from that, not just mentally, spiritually, and physically as well. You've broken away from that. And you Leos are never going back to that. There's a there's a reality shift in the sense of you're not going back to people being disrespectful to you. They're making it into a habit. They're constantly poking and prodding to see what's going on with you and all this stuff. They can do that, but a lot of you Leos are not going for it though, because it's a whole lot of unnecessary things. It's not necessary. And see, the thing is that the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles represents, but it is for them because, well, first and foremost, it is for them. And the reason why is because of their own insecurities, and plus, this is how they interact with others. They're very obtuse. They're abnormal. They're weird. I want you Leos to start getting it through your heads that, you know, people who have this type of mentality they're off. They're not healed. They're not very healthy individuals. They don't really take health seriously. And the reason why it is I'm saying that is because it's the truth, right? But not only that, but also you Leos know what that look like. You know what that looks like. So for you Leos, this is a sense of you Leos, it was frozen shut. This is a sense of you Leos being prepared for that. It's like they could try that if they want to, but it's not going to work where they're going to have you in their life. You will walk away because you don't care if they're trying to see and they like you. No matter. It's not worth all of that. And see, the Knight of Pentacles represents because there's other people out here who don't do it. And you Leos know this, that there's other people out here who don't do it because you don't do it. A lot of you don't. A lot of you Leos understand how stupid it is to like get on a person's nerves and then, test them to see what's going on intentionally and unintentionally. That's going to drive a person away. A person doesn't want to be a healthy person shouldn't and don't want to be around that. They'll be patient with the person, right, to a certain extent, but they don't want to be around that. And why should they want to be around that, So the Knight of Pentacles, right, and the Six of Wands is your own journey. You Leos feel free. You feel amazing. You are single. And a brand new look at life. Hold on a second. I got to check the door to see if package was delivered or something. Okay. All right. Guess it's in the mailbox. But anyway, because I got a notification. But anyway, so you Leos feel free. You don't have to put up with that. And you're not going to. Why should you put up with it? But it's deeper than that. It's a whole new way of life. See, this Scorpio energy card doesn't just represent something small. It represents your life is changing again. Your outlook on life is changing. You Leos, you have thicker skin now, like it is that I've been talking about so much about. You have thicker skin. You know how to deal with stressful situations a lot better like this. And then you have the Ace of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands and the Six of Pentacles speaks to how you Leos very much so are very disciplined, but it also shows that a person has to come to you with some real value. They need to have discipline also. They need to actually have things going for them too. They need to want to reciprocate. It's not just about only you Leos doing everything and they're expecting you to do everything while they sit on their behinds or do nothing, or they give you the vast majority of the work, right? You don't want to, in other words, if you Leos feel alone, you out. They actually have to put in an effort, because what I'm seeing, this, like I said, this is a whole new shift. This is you Leos, like I said, learning how to deal with stressful situations better. There's a lot less arguing, going back and forth. There's a lot less of that. There's a lot more of, they have a chance, and that if they don't show you anything constructive, anything valuable, you Leos will walk away. Whether it's a job, no matter the capacity, because this is deeper than just relationships as far as romantic. This is not putting up with disrespect anymore, right? Yes, still being patient, but if the person makes this thing into a habit, it's like, nah, you're not. A lot of you Leos have had to experience some of the same things, because you Leos needed to get a better understanding of what I was talking about when I said the disrespect, right? You needed to get a better understanding on where to draw the line, how to draw the line. And what I mean when I say when and how, I mean from the perspective of like, how many times, I mean like, what I mean when I say how to draw the line, right? Roll with me, let me cook. I'm talking about from the perspective of, because I was thinking about it. I'm talking about from the perspective of, if a person does something the first time around, should you be so sensitive to walk away? Like what, like you Leos needed to understand, okay, what if a person says that they're going to show up to hang out, and then they don't. They show up to hang out, right? They don't show up to hang out. And then it's like they say, hey, I'll make it up to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Should you just immediately cut them off? Like, what is the actual line? Like, how do you draw the line? What is that line between being too sensitive, for you being too sensitive, and when it's actually appropriate to really cut them off because they're really doing too much? That's the kind of line that I'm talking about, that you Leos needed to know where it was and how to draw it and where it is for you. You don't want to cut everybody off so quickly, because you're being too sensitive at that point. But then you don't want to take so much to the point where they're just upticking the disrespect higher and higher. They're doing more stuff, and it's like you're just ignoring it, right? And so you Leos have a better understanding. Like, you have thicker skin. So you Leos are not necessarily gonna flinch when it comes to like insults and stuff like that, at least immediately. But if it starts getting a little bit too severe, then you'll be like, okay, you'll either separate yourself, hey, you dub them, or even when it comes to actions, what's going on? But anyway, even when it comes to like actions, if they do certain things, right, or if they do something, you Leos are not necessarily gonna like immediately, right, excommunicate, because then that would be sensitive of you, right, too sensitive of you. But if they start to make overall disrespect a habit, then you'll be able to be like, okay, nah, this is not what it is that you're looking for. And see, then you have the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, which is how and you're right, because the Nine of Wands speaks to how keeping the nonsense at a minimal level, keeping the BS at a minimal level, right? You want them to have discipline, have something of their own, so that they don't try to eat off of your plate, contribute, as well as keep the BS in the games and stuff like this to a minimum. If they want to build with you, they can do so, but do that. Don't just talk about it, actually be about it. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles speaks to you, you Leos, essentially. If not, they get nothing from you, but you are available. You Leos, regardless of whether it's the job, romance, or what, you're not afraid to associate with others. You're not afraid to engage with others, right? And that you Leos, from what I'm seeing, you Leos are wholesome. You'll speak back. You'll be sociable, but they can't just be coming to you with disrespect, though. You know, that's a whole other level. That's wild. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. For you Leos. Two of Pentacles. No, excuse me. This is the Two of Swords. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. Fool card. And then you have the Ten of Wands, right? To clarify the Six of Pentacles. So, again, no BS. Minimal BS. Like, again, people trying to bicker and argue and everything like that in relationships, those are telltale signs that a person and two people are not really going to be in a very functional relationship, because they both playing. So it's bad for intimacy. You can't have that. All of that ghosting and all of that. You don't speak to the person for months and you pop up. And see, this is what I mean when I say that you Leos know what type of time they on. So however it shows up, they have to, I'm not saying that they gotta be on your back. You dig what I'm saying? Like, they ain't, but at the same time, they do have to actually, show you that they do care and everything like that. And then you have the Fool and the Ten of Wands. So the Fool and the Ten of Wands, because you'll walk away. And you're not afraid to walk away. And that lack of fear that you have to walk away is your greatest superpower. Because you know when and where. Now you know when and where to walk away. You know, okay, how to walk away, when to walk away. Okay, a person, like I said, you can brush certain things off your shoulder, but then when it becomes too severe, okay. So that's it. But that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We're at 17,900 and change already. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And come through, Leo, so I can keep the channel going and everything like that. Because you getting readings, it does help. It does help for sure. It does. Also, too, yeah, the link to that is in the comment section below, called the Linktree link. Peace. Have a good one.